Okay, so most mid laners don't know this. They don't know how to be against a set. They never saw a set mid lane. It doesn't happen. It's pretty rare. But when it does happen, they have to rethink their life choices because now they picked either TF, Orianna, Anivia, whatever, man. I have done all sorts of matchups, literally. And I'm not talking about me doing this preseason. I also do this before the season hit. I have been doing Halo Blade set since set released. So for me, I have gone him top lane, bot lane, whatever lane, man. Just pick one. He's super flex, but I know he got a lot of nerfed and you know all those things, right? But I thought, you know what? Mid laners don't know one thing: brute force. They have never seen that happening in mid lane, unless you're against Talon. But Talon is more of a pussy champ. Let's not talk about him. He just does his shit and run away. Oh look, I can wall jump. Oh cool. But Seth on the other hand is a bit different. You have to, grow up some balls and just go in on the right time and try to make a play because that play can actually bring you really on top on the whole game. So this game, what happened at the end? I think TF even left the game, or he just left and came back, and he was super behind because I made him, be really behind. So let's see what happens here. If I click onto myself, really fast. He couldn't even react to this. I thought, you know what? I could just kill him there. Just flash onto him and just kill him. And over here, you will see. There's a pink ward here. He spotted me. He knows that I'm here. He's also pinging that I'm here, right? So, now, look over here. There's a minion here, right? I'm gonna use this minion against him. And this is going to kill him. I'm gonna do a full combo and he's going to die. He's one level ahead of me. He is also 10 CS ahead of me. But I'm 2 kills ahead. I have a bounty. It's because I'm doing well, right? But what if I don't let him farm? He doesn't have TP. He does have spellbook. He can TP to lane, but well, once after a while. But that's about it. So what can I do to put him behind even more? Because I told Silas, you know what? You can go mid lane for a while. Because it seems like Volibear and TF is switching lanes. So I went top lane. And I had to put myself on the table again. So I know he's ahead, but I want to be even more ahead. How? I saw the opportunity. There's a minion here. I don't have Prowler's Claw, but I do have a flash. So I could actually kill him here with a full combo. How? And that is how it's going to be. And the Khasik's pinging me. Because even him, he doesn't know what did I just do? He just vanished. The guy couldn't even pick a card. He couldn't flash. He had flash soon, by the way. But I would recommend I would think that he would know what's going to happen, but he doesn't. He's a mid laner. Seth is not a mid laner. They haven't seen Seth on action. The only thing they know that Seth is a really good team fighter and he should be, in the fucking top lane because that is where he belongs, right? Right, nerfed him to the point where he has to go only one lane unless you go support and you're really lucky that you have a really good ADC and you can make plays for your ADC. But that's totally different. I'm playing mid lane. So you have to find these key moments to take down people, and this is how you get ahead. And this is exactly why I recommend it, because even today, now I'm in plat actually. I got to plat yesterday, and I have been going a 10 win streak on set mid lane. After that, I lost the game today, but I also won the next game with the same build, same everything. I wouldn't actually lose that game, but sadly we had a Rengar who just, didn't want to team fight. He has his ego up his ass. So it was basically a 4v5. So we lost the game, sadly. But I didn't give up. I'm still doing what I'm known to, just do this. And I was against later on. First of all, let me see if I can show anything more here. What happened here? No, not that one. Oh yeah, they started to troll because they were losing and stuff. That is what happened. He started to troll. So first of all, he has a Lee Sin, right? We know Lee Sin is not the meta right now. You need to pick something that is, really gank reliant, has really fast clear, and is either Udyr, Hecarim, Lilia, or whatever that clears the jungle fast. And he didn't pick that, so Lee never came mid lane. And because TF was losing mid lane, Lee is like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother showing up because Set is too goddamn strong. Because if Lee comes, then I can kill both Lee and TF at the same time. So I think there was one more over here. Let's see, where was it? Can't even remember. Oh yeah, over here as well. Now I have Prowler's Claw, by the way. Let me see. Yeah, I have Prowler's Claw now. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. And this TF doesn't know that you came too ahead in your head right here. Too far in. You are too far in. If he was like over here, I wouldn't actually go in. Because I know till I try to go over there, he can just actually ulti and go somewhere else. He didn't have ulti. I forgot about that. But still, in my head, I'm like, maybe he has ulti. I don't remember if he does or not. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? If he steps right over here somewhere, and I run in, and with the Prowler's Claw, I will be able to get him and probably kill him. Let's try it out. So he pushed in way in. And now he doesn't even have a gold card. With that thing, it won't help him escape. Now he's even more behind. Look at him. 1-4. Yeah. I know my CS kind of sucks here. They have been constantly switching lanes all the time. But whenever they switch, I just kill the target that is like in my face. So it doesn't really matter. So out of this, they just stopped. He just started to troll. He was ulting mid lane. He was ulting in our base. Like, yeah, just gave up. Even the Volibear started to troll. Because I think Volibear and this guy was like Smurf. So, ego again. Let me show you one more game where it all went really well. This one is the one. Let me talk about that while we're already at it. This Rengar, you see, he was doing everything fine, but suddenly he thought it would be a nice idea to throw, constantly jumping on Lulu, who can literally just polymorph, and Vayne is sticking with Lulu all the time. For some reason, he decided to throw, and cause of that, we lost the whole game. Which made zero sense. So this guy literally just broke my winning streak with Set, which I was really sad about, but I don't really care. I want to get better at it. Since I just entered Plat, I was Plat before, it shouldn't be a problem. I am not a mid laner, right? I'm not a mid laner. I am a top laner by heart. My friends don't play jungle, so I jungle most of the time. So I have been in jungle for like 5 years and top laner for 2 years. Now I thought, you know what, I could try out mid lane, why not? So I thought this would be a nice idea. This is the other game. We got another Rengar. I'm like, oh no, not again. So this game, Garen started to troll. And this Garen is this guy, the Yorick. And I was like, wait, it's the same guy. Then he's gonna be super tilted if you just camp his lane, right? I know it was a mean thing to do, but I didn't really camp his lane. I mean, my friend's lane. He kind of killed Garen pretty easily. I don't know how, but he did. He's pretty good with Silas, not gonna lie. So what happened is like, Hecarim comes in lane. There's another TF again, who miserably lost to me again. I don't know why people pick shit like this mid lane. I wish it was like Oriana or even Cassiopeia actually. I know in my guide I mentioned like, oh, I don't like being against Cassiopeia, and I'm like, wait a moment. Now, if I'm against the Cassiopeia and the Cassiopeia misses the Q, that means her E won't do damage, even if she ults. Her ult, like, she can just Q and E me all the time. But how about this? If I try to just safely farm, right, and I dodge her Q, she's as useless as a Yorick, right? If you dodge Yorick's E, all this buff doesn't give a... It doesn't matter. If you suck at dodging, you will die to a Yorick, and that is Sag's life. So, another thing, this game, let me point some things out. Okay. In this game, was like, I don't know what hit the fan, but I got some things right in this game, which ultimately helped me win the game. Now, this TF is Plat 1, by the way. Yeah, this TF is Plat 1, and I'm Plat 4. I just came into Plat. So obviously this guy should have a better knowledge, right? I think that Yorick is Plat 2 from last game, this Garen, I mean. So what happened? Let's see what happened. Over here, I kill TF. Hecarim is right over here, and I'm like, you know what? I could try to kill TF right here. And I kind of got caught there. I'm like, you know what? I can just do that and just walk away. If I took that card, I would have died because he had auto coming after the Q. So if the Q hit me and the auto came right afterwards, I would have died. So I actually dodged the Q and the auto came afterwards. So those things you have to mind. I can get lead, but I don't also want to give lead. So that is also why you have the flash, right? And let's see, what else? This was a severe kill, nothing interesting, it's just an ADC. TF again. I mean, these guys came and ganked me. Hecarim was obviously just helping the TF, but it doesn't really matter. Still won. Went 6-1 something. Okay, another severe kill. Okay, there it is. So what happened over here then? I thought, you know what? Maybe after that, I could have got 2 more extra punches. But this TF, for some reason, thought this would be a nice idea. And I don't know why he did that. Even my friend was like, what? What did he just do? And I'm like, wait a moment. Why did he do that? Now Hecarim is just standing here and talking with the TF, of course. Man, I thought things will change a bit, right? Like, you know, hey, you go to Plat, there's gonna be new exciting moment, but nah, man, it's just same. It's all bronze up here as well, because most of these players are Smurf, and if you actually close them down, if you actually beat a Smurf on a main account, where they know that you're on your main account, because my account level is like 304 or something, and they are level 64, 30, or whatever, man. Just go with it, right? They're Plat 1, and I'm like, oh, I'm Plat 4, and they're like, I can win this. Don't worry. And then they don't, because they underestimate, and that is the point. Underestimating Set in the mid lane. You shouldn't do that. He can fuck you up. And this is the very, you know, example. Like what happened over here. This one, actually, you know what? This is the very example why you should have Prowler's Clan. Now I'm now gonna fight 2 guys. He dies. For some reason, he picks a blue card. My friend was like, I'm on my way, I can help. And I'm like, nah, man, I don't need help. I have too much damage. Now I just closed down both TF and Hecarim by myself. Now these guys are like, I don't know what to do. This guy started to troll, this Garen. You can totally see that. Like, he gave up. He doesn't care. He doesn't really care. He was running down so many times. Like, it's stupid. Wait, let me show you. Here, I think. If you look closely. Look, he's just going. He doesn't care. Do you see this? because he's a Smurf, he doesn't care about his teammates, and because he has a big ego. Sometimes I had to go through these games, but even though I had to do that, most of my games I have played alone. Recently, I started to play with this friend of mine because he also wants to, he was former diamond and I was former plat, high plat. So we want to go to our places. Maybe I want to go diamond this year if it's possible. But for that, I have to adapt, and I think I have adapted well enough to go this far. So in my opinion, no. Whatever you're saying are like, things that it doesn't work. It only works if you are really good with it. Then, otherwise it won't. Like, you can't fucking go... You can't go to the kitchen pantry and be like, you know what, I'm gonna make lasagna today. And you just put, like, you take a note, right? You write lasagna on it and you put it on a tray and then you bake it. That's not how lasagna is made. There's a lot of steps you have to do before, you bake the lasagna. And that is not one of them. You really need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, this Rengar was really, really toxic. Like, really toxic. There was this one Baron fight that this Yorick just put me away for a while, right, with his W, and I couldn't come between Vayne or Lulu. But Rengar thought it would be a nice idea to jump on Viego instead of Lulu, who had literally no HP left. Because Lulu lived, Vayne lived too. And Vayne literally slaughtered the rest of the team because of it. So, he's also a Smurf. I mean, if I click on him, look at him. Never mind, okay, he's not a Smurf, but he's a Jax player. So, since his champion is a helicopter and doesn't work anymore, he has to play some other cancer champ. He was, as I said, I am fine with people playing whatever they're doing. But this guy was like, oh, you know what? I'm doing really good. But also, I'm going to fuck it up for all of you. And then also trash talk you guys. Which is not okay. It doesn't work that way. Anyways, I just wanted to show that it does work. You just have to put your, God hands to it. Like, I have been doing this forever. So, for me, this is nothing. I can basically go into any matchup and be like, you know what? I need to adapt from this. I need to learn from this. Can I win this? If I don't, how can I do it better next time if I'm against the same champion? Or whatever, right? So yeah, nothing's bad. Things are different. Opinion goes here and there. Not all opinions are right or wrong. If you make it stick, it will stick with you. If you can make it work, it will work for you. If it doesn't, well, then you're absolutely doing something wrong, and you have to figure out what you're doing wrong, and just go from it. Right? That's it. Thank you.